Hi, welcome to Zgadgetreview. We have another player in the Mini LED TV space. Today, Philips announced their new OLED and Mini LED TV lineup for 2021. This video is going to be focused on the Mini LED TVs that Philips announced. So quick disclaimer, Philips doesn't sell the same TVs in the US, so they sell in the UK and the rest of Europe. So these TVs technically will be coming out for the UK and the rest of Europe, not for the US. Why? Because people don't know what's good for them a lot of times. And in the US, they have decided to totally ignore Philips as a TV brand.
Can't have nice things.
So Mini LED TVs are going to have two variants. So there's going to be two models of Mini LED TVs. So the entry level for the Mini LED TVs are going to be the Philips 9506, and the top of the line Mini LED TVs are going to be the Philips 9536. They're going to have two sizes on each lineup. Let's get started with the Philips 9506 Mini LED TV. So 9506 is going to come in at 65 inches and 75 inches. It's going to use a high quality VA panel. It's going to give better wide viewing angles. The 9506 is going to offer a peak brightness of 1500 nits. It will include the 5th gen P5 AI processor, and P5 processor stands for the 5 pillars, which is why it's 5P. Pretty clever, right? Source, color, contrast, motion, and sharpness processing. So that's why it's 5 pillars. So it's supposed to make it better for gamers and people who watch sports, offering smooth transitions from image to image with increased sharpness and without introducing any artifacts. Other new features for the P5 this year is going to be anti-burn-in for OLED TVs and a new film detection. So it's going to detect the type of content that you're watching. So if it's a movie, it will switch a TV directly into filmmaker mode, as other TVs like LG, Samsung, and Sony have been doing. And the TV is going to come with the four-sided Ambilight. If you don't know what Ambilight is, these are lights in the back of the TV that Philips has. And what it does is illuminates the back of the TV, so when it's against the wall, you can see the colors of the content that you're watching in the wall. It's supposed to give you a better, more immersive viewing experience when you have Ambilight turned on. Technically, when the images are changing on your screen, this light in the back, the Ambilight, is supposed to illuminate the back of the TV. For the 9636, which is the premium Mini LED TV, has the same features as the 9506, but it includes a soundbar. This one's going to have a peak light output of 2000 nits. It's going to have the same high quality VA panel. It's also going to have the P5 artificial intelligence processor. Both TVs are going to also have HDMI 2.1 capability, which is going to have eARC, variable refresh rate, up to 120 Hz refresh rate, high bandwidth of 48 gigabits, FreeSync Premium Pro and Auto Game Mode, auto low latency. It's going to also support HELG, HDR10, and HDR10 Plus. The 9636 is also going to support HDR10 Plus Adaptive, which is the new HDR10 Plus mode. It doesn't seem that these TVs are going to support Dolby Vision, so if you're a Dolby Vision fan, then you won't be getting Dolby Vision on these TVs. The 9636 is going to include a soundbar by Bowers and Wilkins. It's going to be a 312 soundbar, so it's going to have Atmos included. The TVs will also use Android Smart TV platform. Obviously, the TVs were announced today by Philips. We don't have any pricing yet on them. They are supposed to come out for sale during the summer of this year, 2021. So hopefully we'll get some more information in the next few months. Philips now is also jumping into the Mini LED TV train. So now we have LG, TCL, Samsung, and Philips. That technically leaves, out of the big brands, Sony as the only TV company that hasn't announced a Mini LED TV variant. But this kind of goes in hand with the research report that was put out a few days ago. I did a video on that here or in the description section that talks about Mini LED taking over OLED in the market. And obviously, again, this makes sense. We have 4 different companies making Mini LED TVs versus one, which is LG. And then you have Sony using LG panels, and then you have Philips using LG panels. And then, if I'm not mistaken, Panasonic also uses LG panels. It is really interesting to see where Mini LED is going. By seeing that Philips is jumping into the Mini LED train, it makes me think that these companies, as I said on that other video, will become Mini LED TV manufacturers, and LED TVs will probably just go the way of the dodo.
There goes our last female.
Probably like a couple more years, LED TVs will probably start going away, since Mini LED TVs technically are supposed to be much better at contrast, color, brightness, all these things that LEDs necessarily cannot achieve. But the other thing that actually comes to mind talking about that research is how many zones this TV is going to have. So the top of the line, the 9636 Mini LED from Philips is actually going to have 1024 zones. So that is really, really cool. They start at 65 inches, and there's only 2 sizes, like I said, 65 and 75 inches. So the 65 inch is going to have 1024 zones. I wonder how many zones the 75 inch is going to have. But this obviously shows that hopefully the more zones these TVs have, the better image they have, and that their processors can actually handle how many zones and how many mini LEDs these TVs are going to have as well. I'm very excited about the future of TVs with this other announcement that we have. Hopefully we'll hear something from Vizio this year. I don't know. Fingers crossed, and see where Vizio is going with their TVs. If they came out with a mini LED as well, then I will say that is RIP for regular LED TVs, because the future will be mini LEDs, that is. What do you think about Philips' announcements of their new TVs, especially the Mini LED TVs? Are you interested on Mini LED TVs? Is it something that you're ready to be like, here, take my money? Or are you going to wait to see reviews and see how the technology evolves? Let me know in the comment section. That's it for me. Go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Go ahead and hit that bell so you can be alerted every time we have new videos. And thank you very much for watching.